Namaste and welcome to Simple Life. And if you can see this candle, which is burning just in front of me right now, is actually indication that I was not at all getting any inspired ideas to share in this video today. And just 20 minutes back, I just lighted this candle to get some ideas because this is also one way which you can implement if you want to create some stillness in your life. And a lot of chaos is going on. So one thing, one takeaway you can do if nothing is working, just light up a candle, sit aside alone, and you'll get the ideas. And here I'm going to share with you some inspired ideas, which I'm going to share in this video about my spiritual learnings and how you can live more content life, a life which has meaning, and doing away with your chase for happiness. Because what is happening in pursuit of any of your goals, there are a lot of list of goals we all have. We have desires. So what I realized in my life, even if the desires of materialistic possessions and everything is there within us, so it's not going to give you happiness. If you have noticed anything in your life you have achieved in your life, any possession, let's say one goal got you achieve one goal, or you acquired something that you wanted in your life, what happened after that? You lost your happiness after something. So the happiness was very momentary, it was not there. So all these things, your happiness is actually the way, not something which is you have to achieve or you have to reach somewhere. It's not the destination, it's the way. So you have to live your life in contentment. Now what does that mean? I'll show you. I'll give you my own example. So yeah, the if you follow the source, the divine source, you'll always be guided, you'll always be aligned. And if you are there in alignment, and you'll get some inspirations and ideas. But moment you create, oh, I have to do this, when you use your personal power, even if it is for a good thing, for example, if it is not for your materialistic possessions, even you are doing it for a good cause. Like I was like, I have to help people, I have to help people, then I have to check myself what happened. I in my pursuit to do that thing, what happened, I was creating a lot of unrest in me, and that got gets disconnected from the source. So it happens when your ego comes in. It is ego is your incessant thoughts, which is not your inspirations. Because you might have noticed in your life there were lot of time it happened that you were inspired to take some action. There was no ifs and buts in it. You just knew that you have to do it, and you did it, and the things happened just in the perfect manner. That's what life is. Life is very simple. Everything that any human being wants, is the seed of that thing is already there inside us. I'll give you one example to explain this concept. So let's say if a tree, an apple, the seed of an apple does not know that one day it is going to be a big tree, and the fruits of apple are going to be there on it, right? Similarly, because that divine source is there, it'll do its work, and the seed does not interrupt the process of the divine. What we humans do, we let our ego in and in the chase of our, whatever goals we have kept. So we use our personal power. I'm going to do it, I'm going to achieve this, I'm going to do that thing. And in that pursuit, we lose happiness. Because why we are doing it? Because we want to have the feeling of happiness, and that is what causes a lot of discontentment in the process. And life is small, as we know that thing, it's a short life, so why not to live every moment with happiness? And we can practice this more by being grateful for everything that we have in the moment, because that opens the door for the source to come in, rather than me showing our discontentment all the time. Oh, I don't have this, I'm not able to do this, I have yet to achieve this thing. So there are a lot of things which will happen, and this happens especially if you have noticed when you are getting into a mode of comparison. Now I'm coming to that. You may think, oh no, I'm not comparing myself to anybody. This happens because when you are seeing others grow, you are looking at the social media, or you hear about somebody, it's not that you're wanting something bad for them, but then the thing comes, why I am not able to get it, why I am not able to achieve it. So those kind of thoughts are again stopping the flow, because it stops the flow. Because if you were to become an apple, you're wanting to be an orange. Are you understanding the seeds? So if you were there to be apple, you're wanting to be a grape. So that's where your originality, your individuality get lost. So you have to get back to the source if you really want to get back to the connection. All the gifts that you already have inside you. Let them emerge. But what happens, we humans try to resist it. We do not allow the divine is already working in favor of us, but we are stopping the process. We think we are not getting it. Actually, we ourselves are creating a lot of chaos in our life. Why not getting it? Why is it not happened yet? It's been so many months, so many years. This is, I'm telling you with my own experience, because I remember there were times in my life when I wanted to achieve something and I was not, and I just felt like, we are all humans, and I was like almost, you know, breaking at that time internally, because it's been years of hard work to create something, and I was not able to. Then I realized at that moment that if it is me who's trying to create this, then definitely this is not going to be a beautiful creation and I cannot do it. So at that moment, just surrender. Just surrender that if it is me wanting to do it, then I'm not able to do it. So show me what has to come through you. So when you allow that thing, so many beautiful gifts you'll be blessed with. So many talents, hidden talents of yours will come out that even you were not aware of. So that's what you, if you start allowing the life to do the work for you, let the divine do the work through you for what was meant for you. If you were meant to be an apple, you will become a juicy apple. Believe me, if you're meant to be an orange, you'll become an orange. So need not to get, into this flow of looking at others, what others are doing. Don't get into that comparison mode. Just being your more being state and not doing state. So when nothing works, do not do anything. And that doesn't mean that not doing means that you are inactive and somebody is giving you a prescription of be lazy. It's not that. There are times when you let go, when you don't understand, when you don't get the answers, you let your inspiration come to you. Get into the stillness mode. The guidance will come. It is the GPS is installed in each one of us. You will come to know what is your next step only if you let go of all the things and you take action. You are taking action, but more in alignment. That is what is happening. So let the divine work through you and will show you what is the next step, what is the next step, and what is the next step. So let go of what the world is doing. I'll give you one example. I just, because we are all coaches, so I received one call from a coach. Beautiful coaches they are, and they all want to serve others. So the lady called me and she said, Lena, I'm looking for somebody who can just whack me out, being an accountability partner for me. And I'm looking for someone who's like action oriented. And I said, boss, you got me wrong. And this is what I want to achieve at so and so month. I said, then I'm not the right person. The reason is because I'll work only by inspirations. I'm not in pursuit of chasing something or accomplish something by so and so date. So I don't do that thing because I have always worked through inspiration, and if the inspiration doesn't come, I won't work. Now that doesn't mean I don't work at all. I do work, I do a lot of work, but what comes naturally to me will be easier for me to flow, and what doesn't come naturally to me will create a lot of anxiety and stress, and that I don't want in my life. So it doesn't I'm not saying that I'm really good at that. What I'm saying is sometimes even I do create a little stress and anxiety, and when things doesn't go as I desire, then I have to stop myself and check. And again, I have to check and again surrender. So the process, what you have to do in your life, wherever you are, it's not that you are into coaching industry or wherever and whatever you want in your life. Trust in your inner voice. Let the life flow. Seek answers from your stillness, and the answers comes. You will get to know, and you will get to know what is the next step. You'll get to know what is the next. Sometimes the answers may take time, but then it is okay. And even if it's not that you cannot ask for somebody for suggestions, you can always ask someone to help you or suggest you. That's something okay. But decision finally you have to take. It's your own voice, own calling. Decide on your own. You may seek guidance, but decide. And based on that decision, even if you decide something, then if a doubt comes in, then let me tell you, if there is a doubt, then it is your ego voice coming in. So once you decide, just decide and think about it that this is the best decision that I've taken. And even if the decision goes wrong, let's say, assume the decision goes wrong, then change the perspective. Probably this was the best thing that could have happened because was supposed to learn something in my life that is showing up if the decision goes wrong. And if the decision is right, then it is definitely the right decision. Maybe there's no more lessons. You are, going in on your life journey. You're moving ahead in your life journey. That is how it is. Because why I'm telling on decision also and listening to you and all, because I get a lot of calls from people who are switching over their job. Will this job be fine, or this will be fine? This I should do or not do. So I would just suggest, please listen to your voice. You can ask for suggestions, but finally take your own decision what your inner voice tells you. Go by your own flow, listen to your own music, create your own individuality by not getting into what people are doing outside and you compare yourself. Let your individuality come up. Listen to your own self, your guidance, whatever inspires you, create that thing in the world. Do serve. Serving, the thoughts must be of more of serving others. There's another person whom I was talking to. He said we were just having a conversation. He told Lena, see, this is what my plan is. This is how I'm going to help people, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to earn this much, and I'm going to do this, I'm going to earn this much. Then I said, wait, so what will you do with so much of earning? He said, I'll invest more and I'll serve more people. I said, fine. But are you happy? What are you doing right now in the process? So a lot of anxiety and stress is, oh, I have to learn this. I have to get this thing in shape, and then I have to create this. Then I have to do this. Then I'll be able to do this. So a lot of chaos is. I am not saying it's a learning phase, but if stresses are coming in that process, then it is unaligned. So do the things, but do it at your own pace. Do not compare that somebody has gone ahead of you. I should finish it by this date because somebody has finished and I'm not able to finish it. Go easy. What are you creating? You're creating something peaceful for others. So if you want to create something peaceful, something that is going to help someone, then go easy with yourself first. Be at peace with yourself first. So that's what my lesson is. I don't know what all I said. I hope this makes sense. So it came naturally. So bye bye. I hope this video helps you. And if you want anything worth of value, I don't know. I'll have to check what I said. Anyways, love you. Bye bye. Thank you.